Okay, on this particular, this is a pretty good gouge. So what I'm going to do, luckily I have a color that's almost the exact color of the background color. So we're going to start by filling that background in with the creamy brown tone, and that filled in. Let that cool a little bit. Take it to the outside just a little bit. So now that will start cooling off, and then when it cools off enough, and you'll be able to see it, it goes from a pretty shiny color to a more of a flat base as it dries. The deeper the gouge, the longer it takes to dry internally. So if you start scraping on this thing too soon, you'll actually kind of roll the center up because it's still soft in the middle. So once it dries over the surface, I will sometimes then put just something to help pull the heat away, so it'll make it dry a little bit faster. And I don't want the soft to be gooey when I go ahead and try to scrape off the residue, and I still feel that it's a little bit soft. So we're just going to cool that down a little bit before we move forward. And then scrape off the excess. Okay, so that's a pretty nice flat area, and the color is pretty decent. So I'm just going to give it a little bit. This is a wire brushed material, so I'm going to actually just use a steel wire brush and give it a little bit of texture. And there are, you can use the edge of a putty knife if you want to create a bigger or deeper line. So whatever needs to happen to be able to get a little bit of that white back into the grain. You can create your own kind of grain lines, follow what's going on with the rest of it. And then I can come back and add a little bit of the white so it gets down into the marks I just made. And then I should be able to grab my rag, kind of buff some of that white off of there. And add a little bit more right there. And now we have a board that has been repaired.